as we are going to be covering money and power, economics, politics, money, power, and respect here this morning. Got a great show set up for us here as I'll be discussing a little bit about my investing journey. I figured that might be good to discuss a little testimony about my journey with money and investing and the things that have worked, things that haven't worked, what I've learned over the years of investing for some probably about 20 years at this particular point. So we are. This is our first broadcast live on YouTube live in quite a while. So hopefully this thing reaches out. We'll see how this thing works. We've been doing most of our broadcasting on Facebook. I said, it's time to make a switch. So over here on YouTube here today. So give me just a second. I'm just pulling up our proverb of the day. But while you guys are connecting, guys, let me know where you're connected from. I don't know what functionality we have down here. Looks like we have a chat down below. And let's see if there's this plus thing. I'm going to check out some functionality here. Oh, I can start a poll. Okay, that's pretty cool. I see chat. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right. And then some other stuff I can do. Hit the share button, the like button, and then go ahead and let me know if you guys are tuning in live, where you're connecting from, what city, what state, what country you might be connected from here today. What city, what state, what country. We're broadcasting from our studios here in Decatur, Georgia. That's right, Decatur, where it's great. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified global financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, ERGJ Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. I'm also a crypto investor. I've been in the crypto space for over 8 years, back when Bitcoin was less than $1,200 at the time when I first started talking and start bringing it to the community saying, I think we got something here. But at any rate, we're 8 years later, and Bitcoin itself is at 98,000 here today. So you imagine, 8-year run from $1,200 to 98,000. Just simply saying, if I had invested $1,200 back when it was $1,200, that $1,200 would now 8 years later be almost six figures. Could you imagine? I mean, just imagine. Could you imagine you having the belief in something that 8 years ago you planted a seed? Whether that's going to be a seed in real estate, whether that's a seed in cryptocurrency, whether it's a seed in stock market, whether it's a seed in futures, whether it's a seed in options, whatever it is that you decide, whether it's a seed in your own business, right? Sowing a seed, and then you have this thing called time. Seed, you have time, and then you have harvest. And most people aren't willing to wait, aren't willing to be patient with the time that it takes, that's necessary for a seed to grow. Whether that be the child that is born, is going to take time for it to grow, or even yourself, time for you to grow or to mature. Some things take time, and for those that are willing, that had faith to believe, and were willing to wait, they are being rewarded as we speak. So anyway, we'll kick this show off here today, man. We want to start with our proverb of the day, and that's really what I'm waiting to try to pull up here on this other phone, because I wanted to make sure we have multiple translations. So this is going to come out of Proverbs chapter 25, verse 28. Proverbs chapter 25, verse 28. And it simply says this: a man without self-control is like a city broken into and left without walls. A man without self-control is like a city broken into and left without walls. The International Version says this: like a city whose walls are broken through is a person who lacks self-control. New Living Translation: a person without self-control is like a city with broken down walls. English Standard Version: a man without self-control is like a city broken into and left without walls. So we're talking about a person who lacks self-control, who doesn't control themselves, who lets their emotions master them instead of them mastering their emotions, let their thoughts master them instead of them mastering their thoughts. It's like a city that's broken into. So now you have some city, we see wars going on that's broken into. So no defense, right? Easily manipulated, easily taken advantage of, broken into, robbed, naive, and left without walls. So once broken into, then you don't even secure yourself to make sure you're not broken into again, that your city is not penetrated again, that you can't protect your people. That's what it's like to be a person or a man who lacks self-control, lacking discipline, lacking insight, lacking wisdom. A man without self-control is like a city broken into and left without walls. That's going to be our proverb of the day. That's Proverbs chapter 25, verse 28. Now you see what you guys got out of it. Just put that in the comments below. Again, Proverbs chapter 25, verse 28. Now, I want to get to our crypto of the day, and that was our proverb of the day, to keep broke and stupid away. A proverb a day to keep broke and stupid away. Let me check here. I see a chat filter. I'm gonna see all mess. Let's see if that works. Let me know if you're here watching live, man. Type something in the chat so I can see if that thing pops up. Now, we do have as well. We have our crypto of the day. So give me just a second. Let me see if we can. There we go. We have our crypto of the day, and our crypto of the day that I wanted to cover is going to be Cosmos. Now, as I mentioned to you guys, Bitcoin has creeped up to 98,000 per share last time that I checked. Okay, I see great day down there. And my question to you guys, do you guys think that that Bitcoin will reach 100,000 for the first time? Do you think it'll reach 100,000 today? Or do you think it'll reach it this week? Today? This week? Not at all. What's your guys' thoughts on Bitcoin reaching an all-time high of 6 figures or 100,000? Now, Cosmos, what I want to share with you guys today is actually crypto that I enjoy. It's currently $8.68 per coin. It's up 83% in the past month. The past 30 days, it's up 83%. Now, the volume, the market cap for this particular coin, this is a cryptocurrency within the crypto market, is $3.4 billion. So that means there's $3.4 billion size. It's the size of that particular market, the Cosmos market, within the cryptocurrency market. So Cosmos, the ticker symbol or the short form for Cosmos is Atom. So if you're on some cryptocurrency platform, you just put in Atom and you can find Cosmos, or you can put in Cosmos. Now, we do have, for those that want to learn more about crypto, or you just, we do have free classes now for the holidays. So we'll teach you for free about this thing called crypto, so you can get some understanding, so you can get some knowledge. Now, why am I doing that? Because the good book tells me that our people perish for lack of knowledge. Now, I've been talking about crypto for over 8 years. Some people listen, some people don't. But I think a lot of people don't because they don't understand. So as a teacher, my job is to get you the knowledge. Now, whether you come to class or not is totally up to you. It's free for you to do, and you can find that in the description below, or in the description once I get through making this video. Then also, maybe a person says, hey, I don't want to be a part of a crypto community. I don't want to go to necessarily free classes, but I do want to take some classes. Well, I'll make sure that we have a link to our university as well. Again, this is stuff that I've been teaching for years. You can go and take some of our previous classes that are pre-recorded, and that's going to be a cost. So if you just want to do it on your own, I believe that's a good place for people to be, because formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. Let me say that again. Formal education will make you a living. That's what we've done. We've gone to school. We've gone to universities. We got our degree. We're making a living. But it's self-education that'll make you a fortune. That's from Jim Rohn. So think about the things that you can learn on your own, something like crypto or investing, whether it was stocks, whether it was real estate. You can go out and you can learn that stuff if you wanted to. And you can use what you learn on your own to make a fortune if you decided to do so. So the university will be available as well. So that's going to be dropping today. We're going to have classes on what is Bitcoin, how to buy your first crypto, stuff like that. That's there for you to take advantage of if you decide to. But tonight, which is Monday night, we're going to have our first official class. So we did a talk last week. Our first official class is going to be walking you through how to set up your account, all right, and show you some things in your crypto account that you should be aware of, right, that you probably don't know. So you want to make sure you make it to that class. It's going to be free tonight, right, and it's going to be this is Monday the 25th before Thanksgiving. We're going live. It'll be free tonight. Now, if you missed the free class, then it'll be available for replay, but you're going to have to pay for the replay. So come to class for free, or get the replay on how to set up your crypto account and what to know about your crypto account. We start with a basic crypto account. So this is for the beginners. It's for people that just getting started. You guys just got intrigued. You now got excited. You feel like you missed the boat. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't. And we're going to be walking you through how to get this thing. Now, get back to Cosmos. So all of that stuff will be in the description below. I think that Sincere, if you're here, if you could just drop it in the comments. Maybe somebody here live needs to get the link to the free class to our Telegram group for them to join. If you could do that, that'd be fine. Now the volume, this is important to Cosmos, is 618 million. That's going to be the amount of transactions that are taking place over, I think over, I don't know what period of time. I need to check that out. We'll be talking about that tonight as well. That's pretty important because volume times price is where we get the market cap. So you got volume times $8.68. That's where we get 3.4 billion. All-time high for Cosmos. Back in September 2021, it was $44.80. That's an all-time high for this particular asset. All-time low, September of 2024, $3.62. Now, as I mentioned, it's currently $8.68. So from a spectrum from all-time high to all-time low, it's still relatively low, right? Not saying that it couldn't go any lower, but comparing where it has been from an all-time high, all-time low perspective, it's relatively low in price. Now, there's a lot of intrigue, a lot of interest, a lot of money that's moving into the crypto space. And so when you can buy something that's relatively low in price, that may be having a wave of money coming in, then you can use your money to ride that wave up if you believe in Cosmos. This is not investment advice. I'm just covering some cryptos for you guys. We go into deeper detail when we are in class, when we're behind on our private sessions. Now, interesting thing about Cosmos or Atom, this cryptocurrency, is that over on Coinbase, if you were to just buy it and hold it currently, it would pay you 13.85% just to hold it. So can you imagine you put $100 into something and you hold it for a year, and then after a year, you got $113. Or you put $1,000 into something for a year, and then when you just hold it for a year, then a year from now, you have $1,113. Can you imagine? Or you have $1,100. Can you imagine your money growing at that type of rate without even considering whether the asset grows in value? So here's how this worked for me, and I'm just telling you for me, personal experience. I was holding Cosmos. I kept believing in it. And the reason why they pay rewards or staking on it is because it helps stabilize the market, which makes sense. I understand money. If you can stabilize it, they'll pay you more to keep it stable. And then eventually money starts coming in, and then it causes the asset to go up. So for all this time, maybe it's been 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, who knows? I just been holding. It's been duplicating itself, multiplying itself. Matter of fact, I got every day or every week, like I just checked, I was getting paid like $23 a week in Cosmos, which equates to about $3 a day. Can you imagine every day that you wake up, before you go and buy your coffee, before you go and spend the enormous amount of money you may spend on a daily basis? Can you imagine your money? You wake up to $3 every day, and then you wake up tomorrow, another $3 and another $3. Now, what would happen if it was $30? What would happen if it was $300? Like, there are people who are waking up to $300 a day. There are people who are waking up to $3,000 a day. There are people who are waking up to $30,000 a day. There may be people who are waking up to $300,000 a day, depending on how much money they have in the market, right? So if I just add zeros, or it just multiplies and duplicates itself, eventually it's going to get to $30 a day. It may take years, but that's absolutely phenomenal. So then let's just say I wake up to $30 every day. Now that could be my per diem. Let's say, hey, well, today I'm going to focus on not spending more than the $30 that my money made me, while the money keep doing what it's doing. And now I'm living off of my money. So anything else that I do, right? Any work that I do, any income that I bring in, anything that I manifest, any network marketing opportunities that I take advantage of, any businesses that I build, I can literally do that in peace, because my money isn't in pieces. Let me say that again. I can do those things in peace. I can do those things stress-free. I can do those things without worry, because my money isn't in pieces. And my money is literally providing me with cash flow to spend every day. It could be possibly. Now, of course, there's some taxes and things like that you got to concern. But I'm just talking about the concept, the idea. Now, while I was holding, and it was duplicating itself, it was making its own. It was every day, $33 a day, $3 a day, $3 a day, then $4 a day, then $5 a day, then $6 a day. Now, with money flowing into this space, right? Now the asset grows. So now we just take that same amount of money, whatever it is, whether it has grown to $1,000, grown to $2,000, grown to $3,000, grown to $30,000, it doesn't matter. Now it's grown 83% in the past 30 days. So can you imagine holding, duplicate, multiply, and then all of a sudden it's grown to, let's say, $3,000, and then now you get a boost in the value over the past 30 days of 83%. Let's just say take $1,000. Now that $1,000 that has grown to $1,000 plus the value grown. Now that $1,000 is $1,830, almost $2,000. And I could have started quite possibly with $500. This is the power of compound interest. This is the power of accumulation. This is the power of multiplication. This is how the rich keep getting richer, because they have their money working harder for them than they are working for their money. And we just happen to come across this space called cryptocurrency, where it's now people are believing in the viability of it, but those who believe first are the ones who are reaping the greater harvest. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't believe now and start reaping a harvest. Now you might just believe that it's possible. Now you might just actually have some faith. Now you see, so now you might believe. But there's people who believe before they saw. And they took a chance, they took a risk, and they're getting flat out rich. And my question is, how about you? Now, so that's going to be Cosmos, guys. Our crypto of the day and Cosmos. Now, what I wanted to do for us here today for the rest of my session here, I wanted to talk a little bit about my investing journey. I think that might be interesting to some people, and that every investment that I've made, or every chance that I've taken, or every risk that I've taken didn't necessarily lead to profit. I want us to understand that. Like, I don't care whether you're a person that's in options or stocks. There's going to be times where you lose money, or where it doesn't do what you expect it to do. Now, the philosophy that I adopted was from Warren Buffett, who says this, and I quote, right? Rule number one of investing is don't lose money. All right, everybody put in the console, don't lose money. Now, you can look at that from a standpoint of in business. You don't want to lose money. You don't want to be in debt. You may want to look at it from the standpoint of who you choose to do business with, because some of those people can cost you money, which could be your relationships or your partnerships. But in the space of investing, it's about strategy. How do I go about making sure that I don't lose money? Is I have a strategy, I have plans, I have exit strategies, I have ways to get around to make sure that I can maneuver my money in spaces where it's always growing. And I don't lose money. And the reality is, you don't lose in the crypto space until you sell. And even if you sell, you still don't necessarily have to lose if you have a great plan to do with something with that money. For example, let's just say, let me give you a quick example here. This may be helpful. I'm an entrepreneur, and let's just say I sell a product. So I'm going to share with you a product that I have in my store. You guys, I'll probably have my store link in the comments below, in the description below. This is the essential oil blend that I sell in my e-commerce store for $10. Now, let's just say, I need to get $10 for this in order for me to profit, to make the kind of profit I want to make on this bottle. But let's just say I've been holding it. It's been in my inventory longer than it's getting close to expiration or whatever, and I need to put it on sale in order for me to sell it. But then I'm going to sell it for less than $10. Let's just say I sell it for $5. Now, some people, they may say, well, hey, you didn't make $10, you made $5. But I could still like not lose money depending on how much I acquired it for. So let's just say I got this for $2 and I sell it for $5. I still didn't lose money. I still make money. But let's just say, okay, well, they didn't want to buy it for $5. Now let's just say I say, well, you know what? It's got to go You know what I'm saying? Expiration date, whatever, and I'm gonna let things go and I'm gonna sell it for $2. Well, $2 mean I wouldn't necessarily lose money, but I will because of the time factor. But here's the thing about strategy. Let's just say I let them go for $2, and I got 10 of them, and I let them all go for $2. Well, now I got $20. Now that $20 is less than the $100 that I could have made if they sold at full price. But what if I could take that $20 that I now have as cash flow? I no longer have the product that's gone, but I got $20 from the 10 things that I sold for $2 a piece. And I say, well, what will I do with this $20? Well, if I took this $20 and I invested it in something else that could grow, well, then that's still a way for me to lose money because I have a plan with the $20 the same way I would have had a plan for the $100. And if I could take that $20 and make it grow, put it in a space that it'll grow, it may be able to grow to $100 in a different space. And this is what happens when we do liquidation sales. We say, hey, we're going to liquidate the product. Maybe it's not as hot as it used to be. Maybe it's out of season, whatever the case may be. And we're going to get whatever we can, extract whatever we can, cash flow we can, so we can then put this into a different space that can grow even more exponentially. And that's a way for you to not lose money. And then rule number 2, make sure you don't forget rule number 1. So now I'm talking about transferring. I'm talking about converting money into a different space for it to grow. And I believe if we continue to keep our minds on where is the best place for me to put my money in order for it to grow, then we can really develop this thing called a wealth consciousness or a money mindset. Where's the best place for you to put your money today for it to grow? And that's my question for you to think about for the rest of the day. Right? Because you're going to get paid. You probably know how to go get money. You probably know how to work to get some income. But it's not about how much you make. It's about what you do with what you make. And what are you doing? Are you even thinking about how you can make your money grow? Are you even thinking about how you can make your money work harder for you than you work for it? And that is going to be the key to building wealth, is growing money, multiplying money. Not just earning it. That's slow. That's too slow. You want my advice is to have your money go out there and earn more money on your behalf, that it could be working for you day and night. Your money could be multiplying itself 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And I believe in this crypto space, that's just one of the spaces that you can have that happen. How many guys are saying, you know what? I want to learn how to multiply money. I want to learn. That's what the rich do. That's what the wealthy do. They are not working hard for their money. They got their money working hard for them, and then they can go out and they can do whatever it is that they want, whatever it is they decide to do. They can have so much money they can waste it all if they want to, because they got money that's always working. It's always circulating. It's always flowing. It's always doing something. Do you have your money working for you? So I probably didn't get to all of my testimony, huh? I probably didn't do that. My bad. But hopefully, this was good for you, because I'm a teacher. As I said, my job, what I've been called to do, is to spread knowledge. Now, what you do with it is up to you. So what we're going to do, guys, again, if you don't already, maybe you need to inbox us, leave a comment. I don't know what's going on. This is my first time on YouTube Live. But when I finish the recording, I will put all of the information into the description so that you can join our free crypto class tonight. Get your journey started. Now, if crypto ain't your thing, that's cool, right? If you want to do stocks or whatever, we're going to be coming out with classes for that as well. But we're currently on crypto because crypto is what's hot. So if you want to join, it's free. It's our holiday gift to you, to be able to teach you and give you and help you get into a position where you can get your money working harder for you than you work for your money. Well, guys, I want to say thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you hit that like button, the subscribe button, that share button as well. Share this out with some people. Let them know that what we got going on. We're trying to help. We're not trying. We're going to help our community, and we're going to change our community one fortune at a time. I want you guys to remember this, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's keep building as we climb together. We all we got, beautiful people. We all we got. Thank God, that's more than enough. It's time to get up, get out, and go get something. And I pray to God He allows me to get in real soon. We're out.